Hello, good afternoon. My name is Bukya Nivas and my roll number is 2301172 and I am from Section C. Today I am going to speak about the topic that is urban poverty. So, India has been among the fastest growing economies in the world for close to 2 decades. In the economic development of India, its cities have a major role to play. Cities are India's economic powerhouses and a magnet for a large rural populace seeking a better life. With the development of the manufacturing and services sectors, the population pressures on cities has escalated. According to the survey by the United Nations State of the World Population Report in 2007, by 2030, 40.76% of India's population is expected to reside in urban areas. Urban poverty is a form of poverty that is particularly visible in megacities, characterized by poor living circumstances and income, as well as lack of essential utilities for a decent standard of life. Urban poverty in India is unique, particularly in a way that it follows certain patterns of growth. Through the proportion of urban poverty has reportedly declined over the past decades, the numbers keep adding up. So, I want to tell about some of the reasons behind this urban poverty. Some of them are large scale of rural urban migration. The urban poor is largely the overflow of rural poor who migrate to urban areas in search of better employment opportunities and livelihood. And also, the lack of infrastructure in rural areas push people towards industrialized urban areas, which leads to migration and it arises asymmetrical development. And the other reason also comes here is lack of skills. Most of the poor are not able to participate in emerging employment opportunities in different sectors of the urban economy, as they do not have the necessary knowledge and skill to do so. So it has led to a generation of unskilled or semi-skilled people who find it difficult to find decent paying jobs. The other reason is indebtedness. Unemployment or underemployment and the casual and intermittent nature of work in urban areas lead to indebtedness that in turn reinforces poverty. Unemployment refers to the economic situation in which an individual who is actively searching for employment is unable to find work. Underemployment is the situation where there is a mismatch between the employment opportunities and the skills and education level of these employees. And some of the challenges faced by the urban poor are overcrowding. I mean, millions of people migrate to cities in search of jobs, so it leads to overcrowding, and there is already a huge packed urban infrastructure. So getting these rural people in finding is very difficult. And the other thing is water and sanitation. The water sanitation resources in the urban areas is also not that good, and it leads to poverty. Healthcare. And the thing is, lower income people are not able to afford the medical facilities in urban areas, and most of the Indian people are not insured. So it hits the rural poor people very hard, and when they come to urban areas, it's become very difficult for them with diseases coming out of them in other ways. And some of the conditions by which urban poor can improve is proper social security. The thing is, I mean, the government can provide relief funds and benefits so that they could reach the slum dwellers, because some of times the middle people have, I mean, take away the money and make sure that it doesn't come to people, but they can make sure that it comes to other people. And the other thing is better access to basic amenities. I mean, along with rehabilitation and upgrading slums, there is a need to establish identity markers based on National Food Security Act list, as well as record the deprived households without access who may have been left out of the list. And also, migration support centers can be made for this, where people who come to cities in search of work, their life can be made less traumatic. For this, migration support centers can be established. And the other thing is enforcing minimum wages. Workers engaged in the unorganized sector do not have the benefit of several laws, such as the Minimum Wages Act or the Factories Act. Labor contractors very often disburse lower than the minimum wages. There is a need to enforce uniform minimum wages throughout the country's unorganized sector as well. So these are some of the basic reasons and some of the challenges that urban poverty has come, and some of the remedies are also mentioned by me. Thank you.